will make you eat
Rowan,
that
Holger, why all this shouting?
when you see it.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on...
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my entering my stables for their feed. I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail, bereft. Not a strand inside. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. But when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet.
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so cruel.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank... Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our... And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my... Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all...
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed...
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate... I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, soft to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local...
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without...
It was early. I did not...
Thank you, Holger. I believe I have heard enough.
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than...
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will...
Quiet, both of you. Now... Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining...
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a...
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its mark.
But the horse was not for sale.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet to...
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy?
It does. Thank you.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done. Return to your homes and...
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Oh, hello, Eivor. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from...
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must...
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have... Word of our growing settlement has reached...
Randvi, are you well?
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough.
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, in this settlement, in this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but... I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be...
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few... We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of...
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you need?
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this...
Do you mean now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this. So why not stretch your legs and...
I did ask, didn't I? You're right.
Follow me. And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here, too.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is...
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same...
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Wood. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge, they attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at...
That could cripple your town if it carries on to...
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse.
So what will
We can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new...
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take...
Good. Consider... Eivor, come. The bandits are camped on the river, he said. East of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day and already you are lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magnian clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drengr. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close, and do as I do.
Brood and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
Nicely done. I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink, to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around. Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet...
Your horse is outside. Wait.
Thank the gods he is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randvi, wherever she...
She is here somewhere.
Eivor, over here. Look at this.
Oh! Someone is thirsty.
Are you determined to get drunk? What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus table maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than...
Mead queen, then.
All right. Let us...
Beautiful.
What is done you better?
There, you see? Should not have tried to outdrink me, Randvi. It cannot be done.
Strange. I see your lips moving so rapidly, yet all I hear is, thank you, Randvi.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more...
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Well, I do hope to see you again. Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travels.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described his tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest. Look there! That must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climbed well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work. A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as you please.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together, over the open seas, raiding or
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure peace, our clans might still be at...
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to work.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you...
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like...
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there's no need...
I am sober enough. But the truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now. I care for you.
It is my highest praise.
Of course. Thank you. I do apologize.
You need feel no shame. This stays between us. And at worst, we have had a beautiful day. As friends and kindred spirit.
More than enough for me. I would like to stay here, if it is all the same to you.
I would like that. Randvi? Must have returned to the settlement.
things here.
Let's play, boys. Not enough holes in you yet! One slip, Ross.
No sunlight reaches where you are going. May you bathe in serpent skins. Your name, Frown Horde. Quick the dead, whatever it may be, is stained forever.
My name is Horsa. I left silver in the mouth of my home. Please see that it is spent well and frivolously.
Hello, Eivor.
Looks like I have a new...
Good day, Eivor.
I want to see the Alliance. What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as he has partnered with a rebellious thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
I should...
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire, Sigurd will be pleased to...
I should go. I shouldn't be seen here. Soldiers on alert. What has happened here? An alehouse. This must be it. Sigurd is not here. I'll ask around. I'm looking for... Oh, look. I'm interested.
Fortune favors the bold. Are you brave enough for it?
Let us begin.
I like you. This will do.
This will be over soon.
How did you do that?
Well fought.
No. I played perfectly. Another round?
That is enough all out for now.
Hversu þeir lögðu í vestregina undir sig, það mun ég aldrei vita. Spárnar voru góða, þeir voru mikið.
These soldiers always leave a bleeding mess.
Are you the alewife here?
You are not welcome here. I've had enough trouble with Danes today.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm looking for my brother, a large Norseman.
It was him what caused the ruckus. Him and that other one were here, talking to Thane Giedrich. Then Lady Edwin's soldiers swept in. A fight broke out. Your brother and the tanned fella got away. The soldiers nabbed Giedrich, though. I was sorry to see that. He's well liked in these parts.
Which way did my brother go?
What's it worth to you to find...
I'm asking a simple...
Look, Dane, you start a scene or a scuffle, and I'll scream for soul.
You seem to respect this man, Giedrich. If he was talking to my brother, it's because he wants what's best for this Shire. Maybe you're a woman who also wants Oxenford Shire to be free and to decide its own fate. A woman will stand up for her village, who won't be crushed under the boot of oppression.
I hope I am.
Such a woman would help me find Giedrich's friend.
You're right, you are. Your brother and his friend jumped through that window there and scampered off. It's a good bet they hid in one of them fish...
Sigurd and Basim headed south. They wouldn't go far. I'll check along the river. Survey the area, Sigurd. Smells like a fish house. Good spot to hide.
Wait! Stop!
Ahlan wa sahlan, Eivor.
We could have cut you to bloody giblets, Wolf-kissed.
Why so unnerved, brother? It's not like you.
Half the soldiers of the Shire are hunting us. You must have noticed.
Is that why you haven't come home? You're playing hide and fetch with the Mercians?
Your brother's a busy man, Eivor. Weighed down by pressing duty.
Haven't you some murderous errands of your own, Basim? Why are you here at all?
My path crossed with Sigurd's long ago. We work together now, toward a single purpose.
Brother, we should be forging alliances. Send this man back to his warren before he leads you astray.
Eivor, gods above, I'm grateful you've joined. We have made strides towards an alliance, in fact. A local thane called Giedrich has pledged an oath.
I've heard of him. The alewife also mentioned a Lady Edwin who commands the soldiers. Why not ally with her?
Lady Edwin's husband was the Shire's alderman, until Gudrun's army ended his life. Now she's taken up her husband's fight, with the promise of aid from King Alfred of Wessex.
Edwin vows revenge on the Danes who stole her husband and her livelihood.
From what we know, Alfred is a fearsome king. If Edwin can win his full support, this Shire is lost to Wessex.
So to fight her, you've pledged your sword to a minor thane who likely commands a gang of farmers and fishermen.
Have faith, Eivor. A few hundred Saxons armed with hayforks and billhooks can be terrified.
All men and women, noble or peasant, have within them the seeds of something great.
This is true. Sometimes greater than the average mind can fathom.
Well, Edwin has Giedrich in shackles now. All your plotting has turned to...
Not if we act soon. She dragged her prisoners to the Longhouse. With you here, we can mount a surprise strike.
If Giedrich is our best chance for an alliance, let's see it Sigurd, has Basim talked you into something of little reward?
Eivor, have you lost hope in my warcraft? I heed Basim's wisdom, but he follows my lead, always.
He has the look of one who trusts none but himself.
Basim is secretive by nature, but he is wise and forthright, and he has opened my eyes to a magnificent truth. He has promised me a reward so unusual, so incredible, it will shatter your mind to shards.
Brother, our bond has the iron heft of a war axe. Do not let Basim and his prophecies of good fortune sway you from our simple goal.
Never. Our goal is fixed. We shall soon be the Lords of Mercia, then all of England. But Basim has a deep insight. He's read wisdom in the lines of my face and heard the litany of my forefathers, and, well, there will be time enough for my saga later.
Not a moment's peace.